Matt, hard fought point tonight against one of the top sides in the division. Must be pleased with the outcome.
Definitely, really pleased with the outcome. To be honest, Lee's done a great job there, and they've started the season really well. One of the form teams, as you say, riding high in the league, full of confidence, and us going into the game with 9 players out injured, leading into the game, and you have to ask Joe to go and play left back again for us. And then you pick up an injury and 2 during the game, and it becomes a long second half, to be honest. And I felt we got pegged back in, and certainly rode our luck at times, but could have had the odd moment to go and win it. But overall, absolutely delighted with the point.
Great spirit again, going behind to a great goal after 20 minutes, but coming back and equalising 10 minutes later. Must have been pleased with the reaction.
Yeah, it was disappointing to concede that first goal again, but the reaction from the team was again superb, and got the equaliser from a set piece again, looking a real threat from them. And then I thought we had a good spell. After the goal. It really got us going, and I was sensing that we could maybe go and get the second, but that wasn't to be at half time. Louis just flagging a little something. He thought he was going to be all right, but he didn't last long, and now suddenly I'm shuffling the pack a bit, and now we're a little bit out of shape. And Christian, who's never played left back in his life, I'm asking to go and play there for me, and how well we did, and so great attitude and desire, and that cannot be questioned, because the attitude, the desire, the throwing their bodies on the line, the work rate to grind that point out. I just said to the players on there, I was absolutely proud of them. It was a phenomenal second half of digging in.
And so, having lost Louis just after half time, of course, you've gone into the game, Dean Bizanis and Ben Goodliff, but neither recovering from the injuries on Saturday.
No, exactly. Picking another couple up. So, a bit of very threadbare at the moment, but that's what we are, and we just have to see where we are in the coming days, and if any of those 9 are likely to be back fit for the game at the weekend, and we'll see as we lead into the weekend on that.
You touched on it already. Firstly, Christian and Gesson playing at left back, and the defenders, particularly the centre backs, throwing themselves at everything in the second half in the penalty area, really showed the spirit that we've got here at the moment.
Exactly. Arnie punching a couple and doing great with some blocks. The 2 centre halves, when Kizzy Whip moved back in there to play centre half, got his head onto a lot. So did Omar, Jacko, Christian left back, Craig Clay and Harry Buteman rang that absolute socks off in midfield. The 2 wide players, Josh Coley. Yeah, the front 2. It was a really pleasing performance in terms of the spirit and the desire. And then you have your few moments of quality, and we certainly had a little spell there as well when Aidan's hit the post, and then we've penned them back in, and we've had crosses and kept it alive and kept switching it and balls coming in, but unfortunately we couldn't have nicked the winner.
And you must feel in the end for all the battling, that's a really well deserved draw.
Oh, definitely, and of course we've rode our luck a little bit and a couple of flash past the post, but overall a really pleasing point.
And we touched on the injuries, only able to name 6 subs tonight. Jack Rose and Damani Miller, I gather, have also been out recently with injuries.
Yeah, exactly. So you can total them up when you get home, Tony.
With Damani, what's the problem with him? Because we haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a groin last week, so he's had a groin.
And Jack Rose with a hand problem, I gather. But it's just a question of having a look at later this week and seeing who's available for the Horsham game.
Exactly. I won't be worrying about it tonight, but we'll see in the morning, see where we're at coming into, so of course, the big game at the weekend.
Yeah. And 4 draws on the trot now, 3 against sides sort of in our half of the table. This one must feel like a really good point against one of the league's top sides.
Yeah, and it's a good point away at Grimsby and away at Colchester as well. So there's some good points in there and some good performances again. There's been a long period of games now where the performances have certainly been in there, and we really feel like we're close to really turning the corner and kicking on. But getting these injured players back would certainly help.
And the one change up front tonight, Lee Angol starting instead of Aidan O'Brien, was that just to freshen things up a little?
Yeah, I think Lee's been patient. He deserves his chance, but Aidan hardly trained last week leading into the game because he picked up a knock but was fit. And I just thought after the lack of training the last 10 days with Aidan, to go 2 games in 4 days would be a big ask. But also that was one side of the coin, but on the other side is Lee deserves, and he's been patient enough to wait for his chance.
And it almost worked because when Lee came off, and Aidan goes up front and very nearly grabs the winner.
Yeah, he cut him
Great
side.
break.
Great break,
well.
yeah, and cut back. Dion did really well, and And yeah, I thought he was in from my angle.
And it must be nice to have Dion back with sort of full of confidence from his international break, and,
Yep.
and he looked confident when he came on.
Yeah, he did well. Made a really good impact for us, as did the sub. So, no, really pleased with his impact in the game. And Josh Coley, the other side, his work rate was absolutely superb. No, really pleasing night.
And now a completely different type of game, probably on Saturday against Horsham. You go away and look at that one now. But sort of just hope some of the players that have been injured could come back and be fit for that one.
Yeah, massive game on Saturday. It'll be a big crowd. Straight onto our homework on Horsham. But as you say, also seeing rounding up the troops and seeing who's fit, and then we'll pick that strongest team, of course, to give us the best opportunity to go and get in the third round of the FA Cup.
Brilliant. Well done tonight, Matt. Thanks very much, and we'll catch up with you at the weekend.
Brilliant. Lovely. Cheers, Tony.